Banished from Earth, Classic Game Room broadcasts from the intergalactic space arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything. Welcome to Classic Game Room. Have you ever wanted to play your Sega Master System games on the Sega Game Gear? If so, I've got the device for you, the Gear Master, which does not work with the Atari Lynx. Sorry. For years, people have said that the Sega Game Gear is nothing more than a portable Sega Master System, but you could never play your Sega Master System games on the Game Gear until now, or at least until whenever this thing was made. The Sega Gear Master, which I've also seen online as the Master Gear. I'm not sure who makes it, but it works. And it works as well as the screen on your Sega Game Gear works, which is to say, well, it works. Here's the mighty full-color Sega Game Gear, and this is pretty simple. You plug the Gear Master into it, and then you plug your Master System game into that, and it plays the game. Pretty awesome. But I have to express extreme disappointment this doesn't work the other way around. I've tested this with a wide variety of Master System games, and it's played everything that I've thrown at it. It's just this simple. You take your game, you plug it in. I like how the title of the game faces forward, so you know what you're playing, in case you can't make it out on the Game Gear screen. It's Danan the Jungle Fighter, or is it Danan the Jungle Fighter? Does he go by Danan or Danan? Or Danan? Big questions that the Gear Master doesn't answer. But it does answer the question, hey, what's that thing on the back of the Game Gear do? Is it a tripod mount? No, it's for the Gear Master, or the Master Gear. I want a Master Gear, Gear Master, Gear Master Master. I want a device that plays my Game Gear games on a television through the Sega 32X. And here it is, folks, the Master System on the Game Gear. Knife of the Wildcat. Sure. If for no other reason, it sounds cool. It does sound cool. Where can I buy one? In fact, I will shank you. And I did. Where can I buy a Gear Master, Master Gear? Why? On eBay, of course. They're actually not that expensive. You can't see! Let's try another game that's brighter. How about some Rocky? The fact is, the Gear Master is very cool, but the quality of the Gear Master is directly proportional to the quality of your Sega Game Gear screen, which is probably not all that good these days. Where's the James Brown song and the part where Dolph Lundgren comes out? That's my favorite part. Oh, that's Rocky 4. That's a different game. We have built him on machines. He is more powerful. He is Dolph Lundgren, Red Scorpion. And sure, you can have your screen refurbed. I've even heard of a place that'll mod your Game Gear so it outputs TV video, and I'm going to look into that later this year. But if you can afford either of those options, you can also just afford a Sega Master System, or another good option is the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive with the Sega Power Base Converter. I reviewed that years ago. It's great. Although, for whatever reason, my Chase HQ doesn't seem to play properly on a television, but it plays on the Gear Master. So there's one reason to get it, and hey, when you're done, you can just pop it right off and plug in your favorite Sega Game Gear games like Power Strike 2. If only there was a way to turn this thing inside out and play my Power Strike 2 on the Master System through a television. Well, someday, maybe Sega will invent that. Then again, it's likely not. I'll take a Dreamcast 2 first. Blah, 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 blah. This is a neat accessory only for those of you who are serious Game Gear and or Master System enthusiasts with a mint condition Game Gear. And I've got a Classic Game Room. Shout out and thank you to send to Natalie from Salt Lake City, Utah. Oh, that's lava. Well, it's hard to tell. Oh, don't touch the lava. You're only wearing shorts. Thank you for sending the Gear Master, Master Gear. And of course, Sega Fanboy Mark did what all Sega Fanboy Marks do. I tried to play Truxton on it, sadly, to no avail. Welcome to the club. It's the Lord Karnage Club, where I give thanks to these backers on Patreon, starting with Jeff Cap Dauntless Breyer, Ohad Kane, Jack Stavros from Australia, Philip Michael Stiles of Ortona, Philip Straubenmuller of Vienna, Austria, Landon Ellerbe, Justin Duran from Palm Desert, California, Steve Chucknick from New Jersey, Sean Zoltek, Rick DeBarros, Pimp Trex, Al Stiver, Chip Sankvale, Shadow Minion, for Lord Karnage, Busy Signal, Jason from Kamloops, British Columbia, Will, Zach Brenner, Sergio, Matthias Hergert, Jim Moriarty, Rob from Palmerston North, New Zealand, Kid Shuriken, Soft Otaku. See you next time on Classic Game Room Mark III.